this out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give you a marketing strategy that is borderline nuts, or should I say illegal, or borderline illegal. Okay, let's get into it. If you're paying close attention to any of this channel, obviously you know what we talk about. We talk about AI, digital marketing, content development, and building brands. So, and of course, connecting people together as part of building that talent agency that I'm building. And today I want to talk about a very cool thing, a very cool concept of uh, ideal customer profile. Whoa, ideal customer profile. Yay, let's clap, 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 clap. What does that mean? Okay, guys, look, check this out. Um, I don't know, I'm gonna probably slow down and try to explain you one of my triumphs. So today I made like over 500 bucks in like half an hour. And shortly I'll explain to you how that works and what happened, what exactly do I mean by I made $500 in less than half an hour. So guys, look, have you ever heard of this property called transitive property of mathematics? Have you? When A is related to B and B is related to C, therefore A is related to C? Well, if you have, then congratulations. It will be a lot easier for you to understand the strategy. If you haven't, no worries. You're gonna quickly learn how to pull this off. So this is how it works. So step number one, when you start marketing to your ideal customer profile, you are actually not marketing to your ideal customer profile. What does that mean? In reality, you're marketing to somebody else through somebody else to your ideal customer profile. Okay. So, like, let me register that again. How many followers you need to get to truly make that impact? The more followers, the better. The more followers, the better. Absolutely. 100%. Like, but you don't need to have a lot. In my case, I only have on one TikTok account 800 and another one like 500. Now, big mistake that you could be making is talking about only AI. That is not going to fly well in terms of making money. It's not going to fly well, guys. But if you talk about your ideal customer profile, it's going to be a lot easier. So let's get into it. Let's discuss one of the strategies that I unlocked today, which honestly, I got to tell you, it took me about 2.5 years to figure this out. But once I did, it was smooth sailing. So, what kind of strategy and can you tap into it? Is it really a good strategy? Is it for everybody? Yes, it's absolutely, it works for everybody. Conceptually, it works for everybody. But digitally, to be able to understand it is like trying to solve a murder mystery, triple murder mystery. At least, at least that's the gist you're gonna get out of this through this session. It's a powerful session. It's a really, really powerful session, guys. I'm gonna try to be as concise as possible, but like at the end of the day, if you wanted to land some customers, you kind of have to understand that you're not going to be getting them directly. Okay, you're just not. It's going to be transitively in majority of the cases, transitively. So let's get into it. What I mean by transitively, you see, today I went ahead and I jumped into one of the TikToks and I seen a bunch of folks, like a bunch of DJs, kind of DJing around, and I jumped into that TikTok and I was like, "Hi, let me take a look at what they're DJing around." And it was a bunch of folks from Africa, like DJing around and like having fun, like hugging each other, singing. I jumped in and I started like, you know, uh, you know, saying, "Hey, tap tap tap, let's go," that kind of stuff, and interacting and uh, calling people out, saying thank you for all the countries being in here, that kind of stuff, and boom, smooth sailing. People started donating over 500 bucks in like half an hour. So technically, I made for somebody else with that energy over 500 bucks in half an hour. How crazy is that? Now, like, if you want to learn how to pull this off, you just need to join our team. Okay, we do have a gamified cohort of people who can join our team if you wanted to practice this. I do have one spot available only for this, but if you guys are interested, hit me up. We are looking for people who are interested in utilizing the strategy across multiple creators, multiple bands, creators. We work as squads. So in simple words, let's say I discover a band or an interesting, like, people from Africa or from China or from wherever, it doesn't matter. But I see something interesting, and what we do is we find those interesting kind of bands, and then we create marketing strategies in like using all the powers of threat stack, everything that you're learning about threat stack, plus uh, like the actual marketing strategies, live marketing strategies that where we operate like a squad, like a tightly coupled squad, raising people up and like spawning money collectively. And we do this across threads and we do that across TikTok. So some of you will say, well, how do I do that? What is the best way for me to do this? We do have Feudal Incubators, a custom coaching program available that you could join, and a low ticket offer called ThreadStack. And in the process, you'll also be selling some like physical products that are associated with those type of bands or group of talent that we're dealing with. You'll be selling it like a toolkit, physical toolkit. And what we do, we create relationships with people like, let's say, from China who has access to some of those toolkits, resources. Let's say if it's a um, like let's say it's a band that we found, a band who DJs and have bunch of microphones and bunch of other stuff, and uh, they go live, and then what we do as a squad, as a team, we join, we raise them up, and in the process, everybody makes money. Meaning the band makes money, or the talent. I like to refer to it as talent. Sometimes that talent is one or two people, or entire band of people, entire collection of people, and um, yeah, and that's how it works. And like if you have your existing clientele, and even if you don't have an existing clientele, or we have a digital power bundle called ThreadStack that shows you how to create that clientele to get the followers, so this way people follow you, and then you influence in TikTok lives and across socials using ThreadStack digital power bundle. You influence other folks in joining and donating and cheering creators up. So this is a unique way, this is a unique strategy. Um, it's advanced strategy. It's not for everybody, but it works, and it works in gamified cohorts, and it works across gamified cohorts in combinations, meaning on TikTok, Threads, and other socials. On Threads, it's like slightly different strategy, but it's somewhat similar, like on TikTok. And if you guys want to learn this, DM the word path on my Insta, so this way you could learn the strategy and effectively get to be part of our team, part of the squad. There's a lot of skills that we're looking for. We're looking for squad recruiter. We're looking for, and typically when we look for squad recruiter, we recognize that we actually it's by invite only when you get to demonstrate that you like truly could make money for the squad. Think of it sort of like mafia, where people would have their own stash. We're kind of like that. Um, why do you think cartel is making so much money? Because they're organized. Like, and so what we are, we're like a cartel, organized team of people across the world working together with powerful creators, our collection of creators that we promote in both physical and digital sense. Now, what kind of skills you need? You need TikTok sniping, thread stacking, up stacking, um, AI automations, digital faceless marketing, and of course, we offer those skills. We train you, but to be part of our squad, the first requirement is you got to join as a Freedom Founder. Go to my bio.link/Freedom Fusion System. Hit that button that says become a Freedom Founder, and we do interview you. We do interview you, meaning there is a $20 fee, verification fee that we do charge, guys. This is just to see who you are and whether you're going to be the good fit and whether we are going to be the good fit for you. But we do because we have several people who are reaching out. The only way for us to truly provide a quality service for the feudal lords, the luxury pet moms over 40, is to um, interview. Now, hopefully that registers without all that being stated. What kind of opportunities exist? Multiple opportunities for you, ranging from reselling feudal incubators, custom coaching program that shows you how to do marketing, digital marketing, uh, and AI. In fact, I'm teaching that in university this fall in 2026 in New York. So you get to tap into, like, on a talent agency level, you get to tap into our squad. Now, squad, like, we communicate with one another. We know already how to communicate. We know how to do this. We already know, like, basically what works. Now, what we're looking for is somebody with existing, like, uh following, in terms of, like, let's say luxury pet moms over 40, or any other kind of specific ideal customer profile that you're already following, that following you. That's what we're looking for. Now, why? Because there's a deep reason behind that, guys. There's a deep reason for that. How does it work? Who do we deal this? Well, who do we do this with? We do this with multiple brands, and we do this not just with B2B brands, but actual creators. Actual creators. This is where it gets crazy, guys. So before, you used to see me talk about, like, hey, we help businesses, small business, with AI, digital marketing, that kind of stuff. Now we have added additional service where we do this for creators as additional ideal customer profile, which is absolutely bonkers, because remember, I told you always, guys, that I hyper focus on creators from overseas. And those creators, when they and I don't mean like the Freedom Founders creators like who are specifically, doing things for the feudal lords. I'm talking about the creators who are being those feudal lords technically. So the concept doesn't change. You still have this whole concept of the feudal lord, where you either have a bougie boss mom over 40 who is the feudal lord, or the creator who is the feudal lord. But the benefit of what we offer as a talent agency, and I must remind you guys, Pepsi, billion-dollar company, loved my marketing so much they created a drink called Freedom Fusion by Mountain Dew, summer edition of 2024. So I must remind you that when you are part of our talent agency, that you don't get to start from scratch. You get to tap into that energy. You get to tap into that brand, Freedom Fusion system, and be part of it. Versus being on your own and kind of like being like a process prisoner and nothing is working and you're just feeling really bad and not making any money. Instead, you join our team. Now, of course, me as a founder of Freedom Fusion System, I hyper focus on my avatar is orchestrator. And what I'm looking for is several executioners who can learn the skills, join our squad, and be part of our squad. And of course, I'm looking for somebody who is open-minded, who is who believes me. Now, it's hard to believe me if you haven't seen me in purpose, like literally in uh, either online or in person, or somehow, like, literally producing results. But if you would happen to be one of the lucky ones who did see me in real time produce results and getting like insane amount of people to like provide donations and like doing incredible things for creators, uh, then trust me, if you see that in life in real time, your perspective will change dramatically. I mean, my students in university, they can see that execution in real time when I teach any kind of content, but when you actually see it performed in real time, I gotta tell you, that's probably unheard of. And the best part about it, as being part of talent agency, we attract a good creator. We find the talent. We find the talent, a good creator pool of talent, and it's not just one talent pool. It's a it's a combination. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm gonna get some ice cream. If you guys are interested in that, DM the word path on my Insta and become the Freedom Founder. Link in the bio.